the 5th set for a spot in the championship when we come back.
I got $583. All I did was look through my drawer full of jewelry I never wear.
Turn your unwanted or broken jewelry, gold, silver, platinum, rings, chains, and bracelets into cold hard cash from cashforgold.com.
I had no idea my gold jewelry was worth so much money.
With gold, silver, and platinum at their highest value in decades, cashforgold.com is able to give you top dollar for your unwanted jewelry. And because we own our refinery, we can cut out the middleman, which means more cash in your pocket.
I sent in my diamond wedding band for my first marriage and got more money than I could have ever imagined.
Just call the number below and ask for your free, prepaid, insured refiner's return pack. Fill the envelope with your unwanted or broken gold, silver, and platinum jewelry and mail it to our processing center. A safe, reliable transaction with satisfaction guaranteed. Call cashforgold.com today.
Call 1-800-315-5322.
A J.G. Wentworth success story.
Well, I had a nasty car accident, and following my lawsuit, I ended up receiving a structured settlement.
Frank had a long payout with a small check each month.
Well, it wasn't long before bills started to pile up. Credit cards, electric, car payments.
Frank turned to J.G. Wentworth.
They helped me.
It's your money. Use it when you need it.
Call 866-854-5173. 866-854-5173.
Thanks, ESPN the magazine, for writing that great cover story about me. I know you said big men aren't as marketable, but check this out. You need sophisticated? I got sophisticated. Maybe a little more dynamic? I'm a chameleon. You still think a big man can't sell? Boom.
Subscribe now, and you'll get a second subscription for a friend. All for just $26.
The national semifinals, Penn State and Nebraska. The undefeated Nittany Lions rolled through sets numbers 1 and 2, but the Huskers came roaring back, taking sets 3 and 4. And it's a fight to the finish in set number 5 for a spot in the finals. Tremendous atmosphere, the biggest audience ever to watch an indoor volleyball match in the United States with over 17,000 here at the Quest Center in Omaha. And I'm not sure they believe what they're seeing here tonight. The camouflage jacket is working right now for Nebraska.
The biggest crowd maybe getting to see the best match in Nebraska history if Nebraska pulls off this win after Penn State so heavily favored against every opponent this whole season, had not lost a set, now lost 2. Anything can happen this 15-point game, and nobody believes more than those Nebraska players, including Corey Cooper there on the bench with her camo jacket on.
First to 15, must win by 2. And these Penn State players were in the exact same situation in last year's championship match against Stanford. They roared out to the 2-0 lead, got blasted in sets 3 and 4, and then rallied to come back and win set 5 for the national championship. They've got to match that tonight just to move into the final. And another matchup with the Cardinal, who will await the winner of this one on Saturday night. Penn State in white, Nebraska in red. In what would be a stunning upset if the Huskers can pull it off. And if the Nittany Lions want the label as one of the best ever, they'll have to prove it here. 1-0 Huskers.
Would not be unlike the New England Patriots. Getting all the way to the Super Bowl, undefeated all the way through.
That makes Nebraska the New York Giants. They are getting a piece of everything. Glass Looking to Hodge off speed. That won't go down. Fawcett out of the back. Got it. 1-1.
And both coaches again changed who their first server would be. So we have yet another different matchup.
Larson. Somehow muscled that one through. 2-1 Huskers.
Well, she's not supposed to win that one after a bad pass and a bad set. But the Penn State blockers jumped too early and were coming down, left a hole between Brown and Wilson. Or Brown and Harmato, I should say.
Harmato gets the kill.
And I think it would be wise of Penn State to get her going, get her some attempts so that she can provide the emotion that this Penn State team needs to fight this crowd of 17,000 plus.
Service error gives the Huskers the point.
Second for the Huskers, Jordan Larson.
And here comes Jordan Larson. She has been lethal back there. Glass wins that one at the net.
Well, one thing you always have to remember, Beth, is Glass in the front row or the back row? If she's in the front row, she can block me. And that time, Glass saving a sure point for Nebraska.
Big for them to get the serve away from Larson as well as Fawcett drills it.
I think that play was huge by Glass. Now they win the next one, get some momentum, stealing a point away from Nebraska.
Mueller kept up by Harmato. Fawcett denied.
Get it to Harmato.
Uncontested. 3 in a row for Penn State.
That's what one play, stealing it from the team, will do. Mueller tried to hit it. Glass roofs it. Now Penn State gets on a roll.
Glass with the turning point play, and then her teammates finish it off. That's 3 unanswered, and the Nittany Lions are up by a couple. And that's the bonus you get from a 6-foot setter that can block. She's averaging a block a set, so 3 a match in the NCAA tournament. Not many other setters in the country can do that.
Here it comes. Mueller tries to win that battle. She has to remember that Glass is in the front row. She would be wiser to pass the ball and let Nebraska run its offense.
So the Penn State Nittany Lions, they haven't dropped a set all season. They win the first 2 tonight, 111 in a row. And then here come the Huskers, Karch. They win 2 straight, and now here we are in the 5th.
They just keep blowing everybody away. As Coach Cook said, even people who hate Nebraska volleyball love Nebraska volleyball after the comeback they had last weekend. Well, this would far top that.
Just extraordinary. They were down 2 sets, and then they were down 9-3 in the 5th. After coming all the way back, they rallied again. What, 9 points in a row?
Absolutely. So all they need to do is give up 4 more and then start their comeback. And they got Penn State right where they want them.
The 62-match win streak on the line. Their quest for a back-to-back championship's on the line. Larson out of the back. Good D by Holhouse. Hodges tip. That's not going to work. Mueller. Glass looking for Fawcett. Larson is there. Mueller, no. 4 straight for the Nittany Lions.
And Harmato gets to get involved. She got the kill 2 plays ago. Now the block.
Anderson looking to Mueller. Got the touch. Point Nebraska.
Looked like she was aiming for the exit on that one. She had to aim very high to get it off the tips, the fingertips of Krista Harmato.
1st to 15. Got to win by 2. Fawcett, no. Anderson bumps it over to Mueller. Fawcett got a piece of it, but couldn't keep it in play. Or Armato, excuse me. Nebraska within one.
And we see that so often from both Mueller and Larson. They love to turn it back down off the high hands of the blocker. Penn State needs to be leaning that direction. Wow. Good short serve. Again, Glass able to push it over. Now Mueller's going to get a swing. Right at Holhouse. Hodge out of the back. Mueller again. Got it! You can't serve it any shorter than Gates just did. She's utterly taking Armato out of the offense by serving it so short. Armato got it. That serve went deeper, and Armato could do her thing. But they would prefer, Penn State would, not to have Armato touching that first contact.
And now their emotional leader will have to depart as she rotates out with Penn State up one. Anderson looking to Larson out of the back. Yep. Glass looking to Ariel Wilson. Larson got it up. Light with the tip, covered. Fawcett will set for Wilson, pushed back by Wilberger. Hodge going to set it outside. Larson again. Mueller, yes! Teams will switch sides. Huskers up one.
Cook said Larson can beat you with any skill. She's in the backcourt. She just killed for the previous point. Now she comes up with a huge dig on a rocket, giving her team a chance to score.
Curry Cooper reacts in the camouflage jacket. Larson 16 kills, 17 digs. 5-1 run. Glass over onto Larson again with the dig. Hodge from the back, good.
And she looks hungry for the ball, talking to her teammates.
Anderson, the back set, Mueller. Right drills it. Penn State, Nebraska by 2. Timeout. State in disbelief. The Huskers trying to keep it going for 5 more points in what would be one of the most stunning upsets in tournament history. In front of a record-setting crowd here at the Quest Center in Omaha, a sea of red helping the Huskers come back from the 0-2 deficit. And on the verge of Just unbelievable. Come from behind win in the region final, down 2-0, and trying to match it again in the national semis.
Well, Nebraska has done what it needed to do to get this lead. Serve tougher than Penn State, control Penn State's serve better than vice versa. Penn State's offense has broken down, and on the very last play, we saw Glass with a rare error, a low set to Blair Brown in the middle.
Glass looking to Fawcett. Point Penn State.
Armato still waiting to get back in.
Fawcett will not use the jump serve, just keeping it in play. Larson with the rocket. Light. Kept alive. Anderson back to Light, and it's stuffed. Wow, she chose to go to Light instead of Larson on that one, and it's rejected.
Larson had it inches away from a put-away, though, down the line. Larson gave it everything she had on that swing. And Fawcett with a great dig to start the rally.
Larson, long. Penn State back on top. Point Penn State.
Maybe Fawcett should have been serving like this more during. She puts the jump serve in her back pocket and scores 3 in a row off a tough floater.
Wow, timeout Nebraska as Penn State has jumped on top by 2. They have not lost since last September. 62 straight. They hadn't dropped a set all year until set number 3 here tonight. They've lost 2 in a row. And back and forth we go here in set number 5. The first one to 15, winning by 2, will play Stanford on Saturday night.
Well, if Penn State goes on to win the championship, they'll have been pushed to the absolute limit. We have not been able to see. Everybody's been waiting to see how Penn State would respond. Great response, down 10-8 and scoring the next 4, putting themselves in a better position. But poor Krista Armato still waiting to get back in the game. She would love to get a hit or a block or something. She's just having to listen to coach here.
Regardless, Coach, what a night for college volleyball. 27 years of this tournament. There had never been a semifinal where a team rallied from down 2-0. This year, we might see it twice in one night.
And either way, down 2-0, forcing a 5th. That's now happened 3 straight matches, starting with last Saturday night's final regional final.
Stanford did it against Texas earlier. Nebraska trying to do it to Penn State tonight.
Expect the ball to go away from Hodge. Probably want to go back to Larson. The absolute heart of this team, and another bad pass from Nebraska. Free ball.
Glass. Hodge. Yes! Out of nowhere, seemingly, Karch. The passing miscues. Lethal right here to Nebraska in a 5-0 run.
Nobody's ever seen the float serve from Fawcett before. She broke it out at the right time. Another bad pass.
Glass. Hodge. Had to push it up with the left. Tips it deep. Mueller kept it alive. Outside to Larson. Too far outside. Beyond the antenna. Point Penn State. And it is match point for the defending champions.
I still wouldn't count Nebraska out after all they've done.
Whole house keeps it up. Hodge for the win. Larson keeps the Huskers alive. That ends a 6-0 run.
Well, looks like Armato's never going to get back in the game. But Penn State has 3 hitters to choose from, and I think they probably go to Hodge. If they get a good set, she loves that fast set that comes barreling out there. She jumps and goes over the block.
And 3 more set points as well, or match points as well. Glass. Hodge. Win Penn State. They hold on to move championship. They stay unbeaten. And a rematch with Stanford in the final. A 7-1 run to end the match. And the valiant comeback bid by Nebraska comes up short. And what a gutsy performance by the Nittany Lions in the 5th. In front of 17,000, most of them Husker fans here tonight in Omaha. They were challenged and they rose to the occasion. 15-11 in set number 5.
Megan Hodge utterly turning it on. And remember that play by Glass early.
Yep. Hodge with 3 kills in that final set. And the unbelievable float serve of Nicole Fawcett really messing up the Nebraska passing game. Also that fantastic block by Alicia Glass at the net. Just terrific plays that your team was able to muster in set number 5. And Russ Rose now joins us over here courtside. You were pushed to the limit tonight. Your team able to respond down the stretch.
Well, I thought the first 2 games were a little too easy. And, you know, Nebraska's a great team. They play hard. You know, they had no problem as the match went on defensively, but I was happy that, you know, we ended up with about 15 more digs than they did. So it was certainly a tough match. It could go either way, obviously.
Is this the kind of moment that Megan Hodge has been waiting for to take over?
Well, I mean, Megan's been doing that quite a bit the last month of the season. You know, she had a talk with the gentleman that told her what she needed to work on. So I think she's a little more focused. But I thought we were really tired out there. You know, the crowd can wear you down. Nebraska's got a great serve game, and you know, we didn't get a chance to do some of the things we wanted. Excuse me.
God bless you.
Yeah.
By far the longest match that you guys have played this year. And certainly Nebraska able to use that momentum rolling into the 5th. What was the difference for you? Did you tell Nicole not to go to the jump serve there and go ahead and just play it over?
Well, I thought we were tired. I mean, it just seemed that we didn't have much pop early in the game. You know, her jump serve didn't have much kick to it. So, you know, I didn't feel that Nebraska's strength was their ability to side out. I thought their strength was their ability to just, you know, wear people down. And, you know, I wanted them to at least have to take some swings and things. We had a couple people didn't play that well tonight, but I certainly attribute that to, you know, to a great Nebraska team and a tough environment to play.
All right, thank you so much, Russ Rose, the head coach of the Penn State Nittany Lions, improving to 37-0. And the top 2 seeds in the tournament will indeed face off to play for the national championship on Saturday night at 8 Eastern on ESPN2. And just like we saw, Karch, in the final last year when Stanford was able to force a set 5 and Penn State responded by winning that, they come up here in the clutch.
And I tell you, I got to expect that to happen on Saturday. Somebody's going to go up 2-0. Somebody's going to come storming back. It's just the way of this tournament, it seems now.
We wouldn't have it any other way. Stanford in 5 over Texas. Penn State in 5 over Nebraska. And they will meet for the national championship, the first time in the history of the tournament that the same 2 teams will go at it in the final and back-to-back seasons. And you can catch that Saturday night at 8 Eastern on ESPN2. The Nittany Lions continue their quest for perfection as they move on to the final. This has been a presentation of ESPN, the worldwide leader in sports. Coming up next, it's the 1974 AFC Championship game between the Miami Dolphins and the Oakland Raiders. For Karch Karai, I'm Beth Mowens. And an exhausted crowd here in Omaha bids you good night. We'll see you on Saturday.